If you're sitting on the floor, you may choose to change the cross of your legs. If you're sitting on a chair, you may choose to sit up on the front edge of your chair. Let's bring our hands to the heart and the attention to the breath. Begin the practice of Ujjayi breath if you know that practice. Breathe out. Breathe in, interlace the fingers. Breathe out, press the palms forward, draw your tummy in, and if it's appropriate for you, round your spine back. Inhale, raise the palms to face the sky. And exhale, lower your right hand and side bend to your right. Inhale up to vertical. And exhale, lower the left hand and side bend left. Inhale up to vertical. And as you exhale, twist right. Lower your hands down. Press the right hand into the surface behind you to help lift your spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, twist right a little more. Rotate back to center on your inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist left, lower the hands down. Press into the back hand, inhale, lift your spine. And as you exhale, twist left a little more. Inhale, rotate back to center, arms up. Turn the palms out, exhale, lower the hands and interlace them behind your back. Inhale, reach your knuckles towards the mat and lift your chest. And exhale, hands to heart. We'll repeat Circle of Joy with our new variations added in now. Inhale, interlace the fingers. Exhale, palms press forward, tummy in, optional round back. Inhale, palms to the sky. And exhale, bend your left elbow and put the left hand behind your head. Put your right hand on your left elbow. Inhale, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, side bend to the right. We're only going to go to the right. To the right. Inhale up to vertical. And twice more, go to the right. Squeeze your left waist to help you come up to center. When you rise up this third time, extend the arms up, lower the right hand down, and side bend to the right again. Inhale up to vertical, arms up. And as you exhale, bend your right elbow. Put that hand behind your back and put your left hand on your right elbow. Inhale, elongate. And exhale, side bend left. Squeeze your right waist to come up to center as you inhale. And as you exhale, side bend left. One more time. As you rise up to center, stretch the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, lower your left hand and side bend to your left. Inhale up to neutral. Ground the arm head into its socket. Reach up actively through the arm. And exhale, twist right. Lower your hands down. Press into the right hand to lift your spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist right a little more. Inhale, turn just your face to the left. And exhale to the right. Do this twice more. Rotate neutral, arms up. And exhale, twist left, lower the hands down. Press into the back hand, lift the spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist right a little more. Left a little more. Inhale, turn just your face to the right. And exhale to the left. Repeat twice more. Rotate neutral, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms and interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, knuckles towards the earth, heart towards the sky. And as you exhale, hinge forward at the hip. Lift your hands away from your hips if you can. Keep your back long. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, don't round it. Otherwise, you can round it if you want to. And then inhale, rise up to neutral. And exhale, hands to the heart. Notice your chest, your upper back, and shoulders. And now let's make our way to standing. Come standing with your back near the wall and your chair to your right with the seat of the chair facing you. Take Tadasana. Parallel the feet. Press down through the four corners. Lift your arches and tighten your thighs. On an exhale, begin the practice of Ujjayi breath. And on an inhale, raise your heels and raise your arms. As you exhale, lower them slowly with control. Repeat this movement, coordinating movement of the arms, the heels, and the breath. When you lower your hands and your heels, pause. Continue with Ujjayi breath. And bend your right knee, lifting your foot up behind you, and rotate your foot at the ankle joint. You might touch the wall to help you with balance, or you may work on your balance. Reverse the circles. Lower the right foot down, and then do the left. And reverse. And then release the left foot down. Turn to face your chair seat. Hinge forward at your hip and place the hands on the chair seat. As you breathe in, tip your tailbone up towards the sky. Let your chest sink down and draw the breastbone forward. As you exhale, draw your tummy in and either press your spine to a neutral placement or press it all the way up and drop the head. The inhale tips the tailbone up, the belly sinks down, the breastbone draws forward. So there's an elongation that accompanies this movement. And then on the exhale, the tummy draws in and you choose the right position for your body. Continue these movements. Continue Ujjayi breath. And then bring your spine back to neutral. Extend the left leg out behind. Reach back through your heel and squeeze your thigh muscles in towards the bone. As you exhale, bring the knee to your abdomen or your nose. And the nose is not recommended if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis. Inhaling, extend back. And exhaling, draw the knee in. Repeat these movements. And when you take that leg back, try to get that heel up as high as your buttock. Maybe a tiny bit higher, but not a lot higher, because that puts it in your back. You can squeeze your buttock also. After the knee comes in this time, release the foot to the mat and then switch sides. Extending the right leg back, breathing in, breathing out, the knee comes towards the abdomen or the nose. Beautiful. Release that foot to the mat. Bend the knees, lift the chest, and rise up to standing. Turn your back to the wall now. Place your hips and your upper back on the wall. Walk your feet forward for posture reset. If your knees are sound, you will bend the knees. If they are delicate, you may choose to leave them straight. Press, if you can, put the back of your head into the wall without lifting your chin. Only then would you press the back of the head into the wall. Wriggle your shoulder blades nice and flat and press the upper back into the wall. Continue to practice Ujjayi breath. Excellent. Walk back in to stand up and pause. Again, noticing your upper back. Next is downward facing dog. I'm going to demonstrate it with the chair, but if you prefer to do it with the wall or if you prefer to do it on the floor, please take whichever variation that feels appropriate for you. The chair variation of down dog, we hinge at the hip. We put our hands on the chair seat. We step the feet away from the chair. We hinge at our hip. And notice my back is straight. I'm not rounding my back, so that's important. And we take our head through our arms so that the arms are in line with the ears. We press the hands actively into whichever surface we've chosen, floor, wall, or chair. Good. Now, you might need to bend your knees a little bit and stick your tail out behind you. Yes, exactly, Martha. If you can, drop your head a little bit, Martha. Your chest. Yes, that's perfect. Exactly. Really reach the hips away from the shoulders. So you're really reaching back. And you want to be sure your upper back is nice and long. Beautiful, Laurie. I can't see everybody's, but those of you who I can see, it looks really nice. If you're on the mat, you push the mat as if you're trying to push it away from you. And that will help take your chest toward your thighs for those practicing on the mat, on the floor. Excellent, everyone. Couple more breaths. The hands are active, which is going to draw the shoulder blades into the back. Very nice. Okay, look up between your hands and step your feet forward to your hands. Yep, you'll bend, if you're doing the floor variation, to come up, once you've stepped your feet forward, you'll bend the knees. You'll lift the chest so that your back feels straight. Hands can come up on your thighs or your waist. And then you rise to standing with a straight back. You use your thighs. Beautiful. Pause and observe. Notice again your upper back, your chest. And you always want to elongate the hips when I mentioned reaching the hips away from the shoulders. That's like you're stretching out your spine. Excellent. Now let's turn to face our chairs for Warrior 1 to Parsvottanasana. to warrior three, standing on one leg. All right, so step your right foot straight back. Draw the right hip forward so that your hips are square. Lift firm and lift your abdomen. So just that movement right there, you should feel a stretch in the front of your top of your right thigh and hip. All right, so if your right knee is bent, you're not going to feel that stretch. So it's a twofold operation. You got to press that right thigh back and lengthen the tailbone. Raise the arms, lift your chest, make it a back bend. Really lift your chest. Excellent. Very nice. Hinge forward at the hip. Place your hands on your chair seat and straighten your left knee. Now remember that your back is straight in this position. So you want to reach your left sit bone back and draw your breastbone forward. Beautiful, Kathy. Excellent. So you're really drawing, reaching your hips back, especially that left sit bone. The left sit bone also lifts up. Okey-doke. Now we're going into a variation of warrior three pose. Bend your left knee. Now this is where I slide my chair a little away from me, because when I push off with that back foot, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to travel. Push off with your right leg and stand on your left. And now I walk my hands to the chair back so that my wrists are under my shoulders. They're not back here as I'm demonstrating with my left hand. They're forward as my right hand is demonstrating. Excellent. Now you might put the right hand in the middle of the chair seat and see if you can extend your left arm. Try to keep your right leg lifted. You know it's going to get tired and want to flag. Lag. It's probably a better word. Ooh. Yeah. We haven't done this in a while. I feel it. Okay, lower your left hand back to your chair seat. Listen carefully. Bend your left knee. Step your right foot way back where it was in Warrior One. Make sure your back is neutral and rise up with a neutral spine. Excellent. Arms come up. Return to Warrior One pose. Lifting your chest. And then step the back foot forward to the front foot. Now listen carefully. We're going to play with another variation of Warrior Three. Place your hands on your waist. Shift your weight back onto your left foot. So my right foot just comes a teeny tiny bit off the floor. Now, hinge at your hip, your upper body moves forward, and your right leg lifts. If you need to, put your hands on your chair seat. This is harder to do this with shoes than without, I gotta say, sometimes. So we're trying not to use our hands as best we can. Reach back through the right leg and forward through the crown of the head. Whoo! And then come back up, and you're like, your body is a straight line. Well, you hope. From your leg to your torso, it's a straight line. It's like your body is a seesaw, and your left leg is the fulcrum. Okay? So I have one of my groups that calls it Tippy Bird. We call it Tippy Bird. You know those little bird things with the red water in them that used to go back and forth like this, that people used to have them in the back of their car or something? Y'all don't look at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm talking about? All right, that's Tippy Bird. Pause, notice how you feel. Thanks for laughing with me, Kathy. Okay, let's take our chair over to the other side. And we're going to go on this side now. Hands on your hips. Step your left foot back. Bend your right knee directly over your ankle. Now here's that critical piece. Tight press your left thigh back and lengthen your tailbone. So you should feel it in the front of your left thigh and hip. Okay, if you want more challenge, you step the right and left foot further apart from front to back and bend that right knee over the ankle. You definitely get more. Arms up. Lift your chest. Hinge forward at the hip. Hands to your chair seat. Pull it back if you need to. And straighten your right knee. Lift your quadriceps, actually of both legs. Bend your right knee. So we've hinged at our hip already and our hands are on our chair seat. Bend the right knee. Push the chair away from you a little bit and push off with your left leg, raising your left leg. Adjust your left hand, maybe so it's close to the center, and extend your right arm. Keep the left leg very actively reaching back, very strong. The head is in line with the spine, it doesn't droop. And then lower your hand back to the chair seat. Bend your right knee, step your left foot way back where it came from. Make sure you have a straight back to come up. You could put your hands on your waist or arms up by ears is more challenge. Rise up into warrior one, lifting your chest. And then step your back foot forward. Whew. Pause and observe. Very good. Place your hands on your waist for Tippy Bird pose. Is everybody clear on what this is about, what we're going to do? You want to hinge, I'm demonstrating it, you want to hinge your upper body forward while simultaneously raising your left leg. Okay? And sometimes it's easier to do balance not standing on your yoga mat if you want to make some adjustments there. Shift your weight to your right foot. Engage your abdomen and try to come from your core as you tip your upper body and simultaneously raise your left leg. So you're doing the same pose you just did except for with no hands. But you got the wall over here if you feel like you're gonna fall. And your chair in front of you if you need it. Whoa. Okay. Rise back up the same way you tipped over. We got to start doing that again, y'all. We haven't done that in a while. Notice how you feel. Wow. Okay. Our next practice will be Agni Sardoti. Before you begin this practice, make sure that your breath is normal. Like my breath is a little fast right now from the challenging pose. So you want to wait till your breath is completely calm before you begin the stomach pumps. So when you're complete with the stomach pumps, you will come lying on your back for a mini Shavasana. And during that time, consider placing your hands on your core wherever you feel the after effect of Agnisar. All right? So whenever you're ready, when your breath is normal, you'll hinge at your hip. I think everyone knows this pose now. If you need me to talk you through it, wave at me. Otherwise, we'll all do 2 sets. Remember that when you exhale completely and pull your belly in, you then take your chin to your chest. That helps to create a vacuum in there so no air comes in. And now roll onto your left side. Prop up on your forearm so that your elbow is directly under your shoulder. side plank variation. This pose is also in one of the new osteoporosis sequences. Your knees can be bent. If you choose that position, try to draw them back a little bit rather than them being forward like this. This is what not to do. This is what to do. Otherwise, your legs are straight with the inner right foot on top of the inner left foot. Again, ensure that the elbow is directly over the shoulder. Press into your forearm and lift your hips, and you can raise the right arm. And then lower down. Excellent, everybody. Inhale, press into the forearm, come up. And exhale down. Excellent. Inhale up. And on an exhale, come down. That was 3. Can we do 3 more? Let's try 3 more. Be sure your head doesn't fall forward. You want to keep your neck safe. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Very good. Make your way into a seated position. Sit on your blanket. We're going to do the other side, don't worry. And lower your chin towards your chest and let your shoulders relax. Bring the head back to neutral. Tip the right ear towards the right shoulder. Walk the left fingers out to the left a little. That's it, Carol. And then bring your left hand back to your lap. Bring the head to neutral again. Tip the left ear towards the left shoulder. Let it relax. And then walk the right hand out to the right. Bring your right hand back to your lap and your head to neutral. Float your face from right to left, nice and easy. And now come onto your right side. Prop on your right elbow with that elbow directly under the shoulder. Variations of the leg position are bent knees, bringing those thighs in line with the body, or straight legs. The left inner foot rests on the right inner foot. Press into the forearm, inhale, lift the hips, and exhale down. Inhale up, Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold for a couple breaths. And on an exhale, come back down. Whew. Only 2 more now. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Wonderful. Come lying on your tummy. Oh, yay. Bend your knees and wave your feet from right to left so it rocks your pelvis. And then release your legs to the mat. Bring the thighs together. Interlace the fingers behind you. Press your pubic bone to the mat, the tops of the feet to the mat, and inhale, lift your chest and head, reaching the knuckles back towards the heels. Practice Ujjayi breath as you hold this variation of Cobra pose. Release yourself back down and roll onto your back. Stretch the left leg out and draw the right knee in. Pulse the right knee forward as you inhale and draw the right knee in as you exhale. Continue the movements. Continue to hold the right knee in this time. Slide your left foot in so the knee is bent and the foot is flat on the mat. And cross your right ankle over your left knee. Draw the left knee in. Take the right hand through the middle of the legs. The left hand around the outside. And draw that knee in. Flex your right foot. Breathe into the hip. Release the legs down. Uncross Lay the right leg down on the mat and draw the left knee in. As you inhale, pulse the left knee forward. Your hands are guiding that knee. And as you exhale, draw it in. And continue these movements with your breath. And next time you draw the left knee in, pause there. Slide the right foot in so the knee is bent and the foot is flat. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Keep the legs in that configuration as you draw your right knee in. And you hold either atop your right shin or behind your right thigh. Flex the left foot and breathe into the hip. Release the legs down. Then draw both knees in. Take the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. Take hold of either the feet or the ankles or the shins, wherever it works for you. Draw the feet in the direction of your face. And then for those who wish to take a happy baby pose, take the soles of the feet to face the ceiling and the knees out to the side. I'm demonstrating it if you're not clear. If you can take your arms up the inside of your knees, Carol, and then reach around the outside. And you separate your feet and take your feet wider than your hips. And your knee, yep, that's it. And your knees go down as far as they can outside your torso. That's it, yep, very good. You can also roll around and play here. The other name for this is bear cub. And you can pretend you're a little playful cub bopping your friend or your brother or sister. Oh, yeah. Very good. And when you're complete, release your feet to the mat and make your way into your resting pose of Shavasana. If it's available to you to elevate your legs, there is great benefit in that.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
can you tell us the benefits?
Well, for one, it's the reverse of gravity on your circulatory system. It helps the blood move back up to your heart. And normally, gravity, we're fighting against gravity for our body to accomplish that. It's relaxing for the lower back, and there's, I'm sure, many more benefits that I have probably forgotten, quite frankly. And take a few releasing breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out from the mouth. Let the feet relax. The ankles soften. The shins and calves relax. The knees separate from the kneecaps.